You hear that, Drew? Yeah, that's the saxophones. You was probably hearing it all week, weren't you? Bang. At least you won a championship for the fans this time. But here we go, SmackDown Top 5, number 1, the main event. First of all, I was confused. Was it a no DQ? Because I thought it was like a regular match, but apparently it was like a no DQ. Because no, it wasn't a count out. The rope didn't break the submission hold. They broke a table. I'm like, okay, I guess it's no DQ. I guess they did it during the little announcements, I guess. I guess I wasn't paying attention, but hey, I ain't complaining. Match itself, fantastic. Going back and forth. They both had their little moments. Cody dominated, Drew dominated, then back to Cody, back to Drew. Of course, there were shenanigans, right? The ref went down. It was like, oh man, Cody hit the crossroads, he's waiting. And once we went like this, I said, oh no. I started hearing the saxophones too. I said, oh no, he about to get screwed. But it really didn't end up going that way. Fatu did come out in the end. He stopped Drew from hitting the chair. But that was it. I thought I was going to get more involved in the match. I thought Sammy was going to do something because we gonna get to that a little bit later. But it was a lot of conversation about Sammy, you know, hearing them voices. And I thought it was going to lead to something. Maybe not this week. Maybe not next week. That's going to lead to something later. But yeah, Cody won. Cody won. I personally wanted the Fatal 4-Way at Mania, but we're getting Cody versus Randy. I will not complain about that. I will not be complaining about getting Cody versus Randy. They've been teasing that for like 2 years now. Okay, I'm glad we are finally getting it. Thank you. Now, could they still do some shenanigans that lead to 3-man forward? Could they? Yes. Is it likely? Probably not. It's probably going to be Cody versus Randy, Jacob versus Drew, and then whatever Sammy's going to do. Sammy versus Trick, probably. That's probably the direction we're going to go. So, I ain't complaining. Like I said, I prefer the Fatal 4-Way, but I ain't complaining about Randy versus Cody either. So, number 1, shout out to that. Speaking of Sammy, let's talk about him. He was Steve went up to Cody. He's like, you know, you really shouldn't even have this match in the first place. You lost at the Chamber. And Cody's like, yo, what is this? What are we doing? Like, what is this even about? Why are you coming to me right here? And Sammy's like, yo, chill. I'm just like, yo, you didn't really need to do that to me. That was a little disrespectful, right? You getting handed out little title opportunities when you really don't deserve it. You lost, right? You lost. So you really shouldn't even have this match. But hey, I'm rooting for you. I want you to win. I'm rooting for you. And Cody's like, yo, are you trying to get under my skin or something? Are you trying to snake your way into a little title match that I don't even have? And Sammy's like, no. I'm just trying to tell you how I feel, G. It's coming from the soul, from the heart. Why? You know what I mean? I don't care, right? I'm rooting for you. Like I said, I'm rooting for you, but that's kind of crazy how you even got this in the first place. Loving it. And then he talked to Randy later on. He's like, yo, Randy, Cody screwed me. Screwed. You screwed Cody. What am I supposed to feel? You know what I mean? What am I doing wrong? You know, I need some advice. Are you a bad person for doing that? Am I a bad person for not allowing it, for not, you know, taking advantage of opportunity? And Randy's like, hey, bro, just lock in, bro. Hey, bro, listen to the voices. Let them talk to you and understand. And Sammy's like, right. And then he slaps the bottle. Yo, Sammy's abusing the bottles, bro. Prayers, yo, justice for those water bottles, bro. They getting abused like every week. I'll probably complain, but maybe that's just me. But yeah, I'm loving this direction with Sammy. Please don't apologize though. I don't need you apologizing. The first time you did it, I lost my mind. But now I'm loving it. I'm loving the direction. I'm just wondering when he's going to snap. He's clearly going to snap at some point, whether it's a heel turn or he's just going to stop caring or whatever. I'm probably intrigued to see where that goes, but I'm just wondering when it happens and who he does it to. Could that be like a Raw after Mania or Raw after SmackDown after WrestleMania? That could be a possibility, but either way, I'm super excited for this new Sammy. Loving it. At number 3, we got the SmackDown Tag Division, one from carrying SmackDown every week and being the main focal point, getting main event after main event after main event. to non-existent. Like, it is insane. Like, as soon as the YS6 won those tag team championships, it just went downhill. It's like, come on now. But they did have a nice little tag team turmoil match. It was cool. Frax, him and Motor City Machine Guns had a nice little ending that was unique. He tried to put his leg on a rope, and then he knocked it down. And now his partner's like, yo, why did you do that? And he's like, hey, bro, I did. We show the footage. I did it. He's like, nah, bro, I don't believe you. It's like, bro, I'm telling you, I did it, bro. Bro, watch the footage. It was cool. I liked it. Damian Priest and R-Truth for a tag team now. Shout out to that. They're no more contenders. They're probably gonna win, all right? Because for some odd reason, the YS6 and the MFTs are still feuding. I don't understand why they're feuding, but there still are. At this point, it's probably gonna be like a SmackDown before Mania match, most likely. And let's get this over with, please. Get the tag titles off of them. Let get the MFT's lanterns away from them. And let the YSS get it back and end it, please. Give it to Damian Priest and R-Truth. Let them have a little fun for a little bit. Drop in like a month or two. Give it to like MCMG or Los Garza or something. Let them go. Let the tag division get back together. You know what I mean? Let the Street Profits come back. Do whatever's going on with Johnny. We'll get to Johnny in a minute, but come on. Like, both tag divisions are in the dumpster right now. Right, the Usos won it, they defended it once, and Jimmy didn't even come out with the tag title last week, or this past Raw, so, you know, like, what's going on? You can't have both tag divisions being terrible. Right, the women's tag division, they're thriving. Men's, slacking. But number 4. Number 4, speaking of Johnny, he finally got up. Right, instead of being all mopey and he got up, he walked, he's like, okay, yeah, I'm Johnny Wrestler. I'm the greatest NXT wrestler of all time. I know who I am. I'm him. I'm like that. It's like, yeah, you know what? I challenge anybody to walk down this ring and fight. And then he started hearing the saxophones. It was over. Because it's over. Oba came out, and it went exactly how you think it would go. He got absolutely demolished. I'm loving what they're doing over. Loving it. Squashing people every week. Love to see it. I do have a question though. What happened to Roy's Keys? I feel like this would have been the perfect opportunity to just debut him. Like, just have him appear, squash Johnny, and go from there. But I guess they have nothing for them. But like, bro, the Rumble was a month ago. Like, what was the point of bringing him at the Rumble then? I mean, if you knew you had nothing for him, why would you bring him back? Bring him in the Rumble. That doesn't make sense to me, right? Especially considering he has more appearances through the Stephanie podcast ad than actual SmackDown appearances. That's insane to me, but it is what it is. Shout it over. Johnny, you're probably getting fired any day now. No offense. I don't want it, but hey, it's not looking good for Johnny. It's not looking good. But, and last but not least, we got Danhausen in the little Miz segment. That was cool. That was funny. Miz, you're cooked. GG. Shake my hand. He hearing them saxophones too. But yeah, that was SmackDown. Overall, really enjoyable. Shout out Cody. I'm a Cody crybaby. I don't care. Cry about it. I know I'd be pissed about that. I already know. And understandably, you know. Like, admittedly, it does kind of feel out of nowhere. Like, this whole time, like the last like month or so, we have literally been building up to like a Cody, Drew, Jacob triple threat, and this for all of a sudden just to be like, yeah, that's not gonna happen. Cody, you're winning this on SmackDown, even though you technically shouldn't have it, but they did do a good job at explaining why he has a title match, but also understandably why people don't like that explanation as well. You know, I can see both sides with that one. And just be Cody versus Randy, again, a little out of nowhere, but either way, I'm not complaining. I love it. I love it. And that Rhea versus Jay segment, very disappointing. Yo, John from Tennessee.
John in Tennessee, go ahead. What you want to say?
That shit is fucking trash, dog. Get the fuck off the airwaves.
Oh, come on, man.